Hey guys, so this morning I'm out with Norbeth has the flu and I've had the stomach virus, but I'm better, just still not 100%. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to do a couple of problems together. You're going to need your interactive notebook. You're going to need 2 different color pencils, and when I say 2 different color pencils, I'm not talking about like red and pink. I want you to have 2 completely different color pencils, okay? Last week, do y'all remember that we worked with my birthday cake that I made, or a wedding cake, out of boxes? So what we're going to do today is we're going to continue working on something like that, except we're going to be working on paper. You know, I told y'all we would work on more paper stuff this weekend. This week, I apologize if y'all hear any noises. Georgia Claire is here with me, and that's kind of impossible to keep her quiet. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to decide how to divide our boxes, because right now we know no matter what, there's no way for us to tell which one, there's no way to find a volume of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to divide our boxes first. So I'm just going to take my finger, my thing that I usually write with is at school, so I'm just doing this with my finger, okay? So go ahead and take your finger and divide your boxes into 2 boxes. So now we could literally come through and pick up that top box and move it off if we had to. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and I want you to color in your boxes. I don't care which colors you use, but if you notice, the top box is going to be one color, and our bottom box, if I can get it to color in, it's not wanting to color. Why is it not wanting to color? I know what it is. Hold on, let me fix some stuff on mine. With my explain everything, it's never easy to, if it's got any kind of little bit missing out of it, it won't color. So I'm just going to use my finger. This one won't be as neat, but I'm going to use my finger and just color in. So y'all go ahead and do that. Just color those in for me. Just like that. And as you can see now, it's just like our wedding cake. You have 2 boxes. Well, we've got to figure out our length, our width, and our height of each box. So the bottom box, the green box, is going to be box 1. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to put a 1 on it. We've got to find our length, our width, and our height. Okay, well, across the entire front, it shows us is 11. So we're going to say 11, okay? Then our width, it's got it right here, is 2, and our height is 3. Okay, so now we're simply ready to multiply. We're just going to multiply length times width times height, and we're going to come up with a volume for box 1. 11 times 2 is 22, times 3 is 66 cubic inches. But am I finished? Of course not, because we've only got the volume for our bottom box. Now, we've got to look at our top box, our red box, okay? Well, we don't have all of our numbers for our red box, but we can figure this out. This is not hard at all. All right, well, first of all, we do have our width. What is our width of the bottom box? It was 2 inches, so we know if the bottom's 2 inches, the top has to be 2 inches. So let's fill in what we know. All right. Well, now we knew that the bottom box all the way across the front was 11. Well, we're not using all the way across the front anymore because we're only doing the little piece right here. So we can look right here and it says 7. Well, we know that if the back part of it was 7 and the entire piece of it was 11, how could we find the difference? How could we figure out what the red box is? We're going to say 11 minus 7, and we're going to get 4 on our length. How easy was that? Very easy. Same thing with the height right here. On the side, the height was 6 to begin with for the height of the entire box. Well, now we see that 3 was on the bottom, so if 3 was on the bottom and 6 is the entire one, we know that we can say 6 minus 3 and get 3. So we're simply going to bring down all those numbers. You're going to say 4 times 2. What is 4 times 2? 8 exactly, times 3 is 24 cubic inches. But am I finished? No, I'm not. Because I have 2 boxes, but I don't want 2 separate boxes. I want the volume for the entire figure. So all you would do is add 66 and 24 together to get your total. So if you look right here, 66, 24, and we're going to put get a 10 carry your 1. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And that's going to be cubic inches. This is exactly what we did on Friday when we were measuring the boxes. I mean, on Thursday, my days are all messed up. When we were measuring the boxes, Miss Sarah, I know, did it for the homeroom class and helped y'all out with that. So let's go ahead and I know this looks crazy to you right now. I understand that. But it's going to make more sense. You just got to give it some time, okay? You just got to give it a little time. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. Excuse me. We're going to do the exact same thing here that we did up top. We're just going to take it, and you can divide it like if you wanted to divide it across the other way, that would be fine too. These boxes, even if you divide them in different ways, they're still going to give you the same answer, okay? Even if you decided to divide your box in a different way than I divided my box, you would still get the exact same answer, okay? But I like to divide mine here because I can tell some numbers already. I've got some good numbers and I can figure it out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do after I divide is I'm going to color in that box. I'm going to separate them and color them in, okay? So I can tell which box I'm working with. I'm going to use my yellow as my first box just because it's easier to find. I'll even use my yellow up here. Okay, so I don't have my length right now yet, but we can figure it out in just a minute. But I do have my width of 4. I have my height of 3, okay? Very simple because they're just right there for us. But let's look across the front. Okay, that 13 no longer exists because we're dividing this box into 2 pieces. So I'm going to look up there and I see that the blue box is 9 feet and the whole entire box was 13. So how can I figure that out? I could say 13 minus 9 and I'm going to get 4. So right there across the front is 4. So we're simply ready now to fill in our formula and multiply. So 3 times 4 is what? 12 times 4 is 48 cubic feet. Okay? That one was pretty easy, right? So let's go ahead and look at our blue box. Okay, let's look at what we know first, okay? We know that our length, is 9 feet. We know that we don't have our width yet, but we can figure it out. But we do know what our height is. It's 8. Okay, well, let me talk to you about it. Okay, we know if this side is 4, this side up here has to be 4 too because they're the same size. And they're equivalent, so we're going to say times 4. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to say 9 times 4. What is 9 times 4? 36 times 8. Everybody take a second and work that on your paper. Okay, 6 times 8 is 48. Carry your 4. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 4 is 28. That's an 8. It may not look like it. So, oops, I forgot to bring this down. This is such good. The reason I like these sample questions is because it makes it where you have it in steps. All right, so we have 288 cubic feet. Okay, am I finished? No, because I have got to add these together. So that's 48 plus 288. So I'm just going to come down here and rewrite it. Like I said, y'all, I'm sorry my handwriting's so bad, but I'm trying to do this with my finger. 8 plus 8 is 16, exactly. Carry your 1. 1 plus 4 is, 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Carry your 1. Your total volume for these two figures combined is 436 cubic feet, okay? So that would be your answer. All right. Miss Sarah is going to let y'all work on these together in just a second. These are just a couple that I did. I'm going to do one. Alrighty, so that you should be seeing that. More. Let me go ahead and add another picture. Hold on, guys. Alright. Let's look at the top box. Okay, let's look at the top box. Alright. Hold on. We've done with that one. Now let's look at this one. Alright, we're going to take it again. We're going to divide it up. The way I'm going to divide mine is right there across the top. That's the easiest way for me to do it. Because if I look at my bottom box, I have my length, my width, and my height. So we've got them divided. So let's go ahead and shade them in. So everybody go ahead and color in your two boxes so you can tell what you're doing. Okay. Well, I know across the front, I can see I have a 15 as my length. That was pretty easy, right? My width is 4 and my height is 3. So I'm ready to multiply that. I'm just going to help you get these numbers, and then you're going to do it by yourself because Miss Street does not. I need to get off and rest a minute. Okay, so across the top, it's really easy. We have our length of 8 feet. We have our width. We know if it's 4 down here, it has to be what right here? It has to be 4, exactly. And our height is right here on the side. So you're ready to multiply. All right, I want you guys to work the next one. I want you to figure this one up, go through all the process, and then I want you to work the next one. I will show you that I personally would divide it going up and down right there, okay? So y'all get that done for me. I will see you tomorrow.